Hey man, on the second street, Berserk has happened. Could you go to see it?
Yes, there's no problem. I'll take of this just. Let's see. A weapon. Wait. It's fake and has the name of Carla Faye. Another weapon. It's wave.
Hey, how are you going with the case of Second Street?
Well, not so good. I think the people who are in the are good. Good. Leave me time. Hey, I found out who could have been responsible of the murder in 72 Street. Them, including David Berkowitz, Jack Unterweger, Carla Faye, and Jason Baldwin. I will see go today. What happened on February 18th?
Yes, I remember that my neighbor told me that Mr. Hasselhoff was this.
We were on February 18th at 10 o'clock of the morning.
I was thrown in the park and my dog walked with me in their house.
Did you know Mr. Hasselhoff at that hour in the morning?
Yes, he told me he was going to leave a minor package to a politician commander, said that the history was going to be rewarded with the document.
Did you know Mr. Hasselhoff worked?
The truth is, I don't know. My neighbor told me that he worked for government people.
Did you know Mr. Hasselhoff had enemies?
I don't know. Maybe not. He was very. I don't know. Maybe not. He was very secretive gentleman.
Did you know Mr. Hasselhoff lived?
A friend told me that he lived near the lakes, but then moved from house to town.
What happened on February 18th?
Al área de the supermarket told me at they he killed Mr. Hasselhoff.
We were on February 18th at 10 o'clock of the morning.
At the night, TV being watched with me usually while waiting for my boyfriend to confirm me.
Did you know to Mr. Hasselhoff? Oh, that the morning.
No. He like nervy, but I didn't. Car hard happened to him.
Did you know Mr. Hasselhoff worked?
Once a neighbor told me she was working for government people about after that I didn't know I think about them.
Did you know Mr. Hasselhoff had enemies?
I don't know in his house was he always seldom went to.
Do you know Mr. Hasselhoff lived?
Yes, my neighbor told me that his um, has changed his house to know he is living 75th Street.
Do you know what happened on February 18?
No, what happened? A friend of mine, Rita, told me that her father died that day. The tears were falling from Rita's face.
We were you on February 18 at 10 o'clock of the morning.
A delicious pizza has been eaten by my wife and me.
Do you know what Mr. Hasselhoff at that hour of the morning?
No, I didn't know that gentleman very well. Sometimes we talk, but more distant he behaved every time.
Did you know Mr. Hasselhoff worked?
Yes, he told me once that he works in government and he gets paid very well.
Did you know Mr. Hasselhoff had enemies?
Most likely, if you knew anything that others did not. My neighbor one day told me that came home a guy with glass, thin and tall.
Did you know Mr. Hasselhoff live?
Yes, he lives next to me. But since I'm not long in my house, since I'm busy, I don't see much of my neighbors.
Did you know what happened on February 18?
No, next to me was lived here. Lived here. But since I'm not long in my house, since I am busy, I don't see much of my neighbors.
Where were on February 18 of 10 o'clock of the morning?
I went to see him at his house to see if he wasn't. But I didn't find him. After that, I walked back to my house.
Do you know to Mr. Hasselhoff at that the hour of the morning?
No, he tell me anything. A neighbor told me he wasn't out or leave him, but he saw someone following him.
Do you know Mr. Hasselhoff worked?
He told me he worked for the government. He was paid very well.
Do you know Mr. Hasselhoff had enemies?
It's maybe that if no one knew him so well, but I was the person who trusted him many things.
Do you know Mr. Hasselhoff even?
At the other end of the city, I live. His address is right in this paper, so I remember where to go when I do nothing.
Hey, I have many suspicion of that it's Jason Badwin. Many things I say inconsistent. Besides, I wonder you can know about him. We'll go to arrest him. We know that everything, Jason. We know that you were.
How do you know? know the truth.